What's up, everybody? Okay, I think I've adjusted my microphone volume gain on accident, and let me check. It seems to be a bit low. Let me adjust that. I think it was 24, maybe. Does 24 look good? Let me adjust in chair, because I'm speaking really into the microphone right now. Is that fine? I think the music is too loud, first and foremost. Man, I wish I remembered what my gain was. Okay, let's set it to 26. No, 26 is too much, I think. Can go back to 24. And then change the music. Okay, I'm feeling like some Witcher 3 OST. Okay, music should be fine. And how loud am I? Let's make it 25. Okay. That should be more or less okay. Okay, so let's get started. Over the weekend, okay, yeah, so you can see that here. I've spent some time researching the publishing, and also finished a video you will get to see once the mod is done. And yeah, I found the MC publish GitHub action, so that's what I will want to use and try to make it work, and some other mods that use it, so I have something to be inspired by. I also, let's see, what was that? I also, I think, added 2 to-dos. Is the music fine now? Didn't get much louder. It should be fine, but it's a bit loud for me. I don't think I can make it any more quiet. Well, whatever, that's fine. Okay, so let me try to run the thingy. And the to-dos, let's see. Not on client, I think I've added them in the entity. Because I wanted to add 2 more things. Oh yeah, I think that's it. Configure a number of cargo passengers, minimum while. Okay, yeah. That thing is what I wanted to do. And I've came up with a potential solution for the player animation. So that's what we are going to be starting with. And then whether that works or doesn't, we will try to add the configurable number of max passengers. And yeah, other than that, I've came up with some, or rather I worked on some images that I can use and GIFs that will be mostly used for the... am I too loud or... okay, let me try to... okay, whatever, let's move on. Some images that will be used for the mod page on Modrinth and CurseForge. I've started work on the Modrinth page, so yeah. Now I just have to finish the mod because I'm missing some images. But for example, I made like that small little GIF of a villager inside of a wheelbarrow. If it's wheel turning, I think it looks pretty nice, other than those artifacts here, but can't do much about that. So, and there's another GIF, but that I will show you tomorrow. Okay, so let's see if my LSP is going to start. No, it's okay, it is starting. Or is it not? Okay, it is, nice. So yeah, first thing we will have to do, I think, I'm going to be in a place. Yep, here. Okay. So yeah, let's make it so it's a walk animation. So on Friday we discovered that basically inside of the setAngles function, setAngles method rather of the entity model, this second parameter is a limb swing value. That limb swing is basically a number that goes perpetually up as you move. So oops, on the wrong layer. Let's see my mixing. What's that? So if I were to uncommand that, okay, I don't think that's quite it actually. Let's see, what is it? Nah, music is definitely too loud. At least for me. So I'm trying to change that in the volume mixer. Here I can maybe try 80 and then increase its gain in OBS for you. No, I already did increase it. Okay, so let's do decrease it by 20%. Let's try 8 maybe, and we will see in a moment once the music gets louder. That's fine. Okay, so this is the redirect for the pitch field, which I don't think is going to work. Okay, it's not. Okay, so what I wanted to do actually is, okay, target that method. Oh man, I wish I've kept some of my attempts. Let's see if I go back enough times. And I fucked it up now. Okay. Let's see if which one is it? This is a put field of the second put field of the pitch. Okay, so pitch is here first, and this is here. That should go before. Yep, before seeing that line. Okay, so if here I log plus the limb swing, that should be a number that just keeps going up and up and up. Let me see if the music is fine for you. More or less. I think still a bit too quiet. Actually, no, it seems fine. Okay, so it's okay, now my inject is incorrect because I expected CI found CI. Let's see, these are 5 floats and a callback info. What's wrong with this? I'm trying to think. Oh, is there no, there should be a biped entity model there. Pretty sure. Involving the descriptor. Expected. Living entity. Is that it? Entity. What's T? living entity. Let's try. Man, why have I deleted all of my mostly working attempts? Is that working? Okay, that is working, nice. So let's see, there should be logs now with a number that keeps going up if I haven't messed up anything. There aren't. Oh, because I mean, no, that's not it either. Man, why not? Put field, inject, here. Whatever, technically I can have that just head. I think that should be fine. So let's try here. Okay, and my idea is that I get that limb swing, make it local and the local rep, and then modify it um, by the I get from my wheelbarrow thingy, wheelbarrow entity, how much it moved, and then I replace it with the original limb swing. Oh man, sorry, with mine. That's my idea. Not sure if it's going to work, but that's the only idea I have for now, fortunately. Okay, but let's first try to get that log working. Okay, so that's here. Now if I move, yeah, this is increasing, and this is basically responsible, yeah, the limb swing, I mean. This is then inserted into the reuse here. So this is F, and F is later used for pitch here, right, left arm, and legs. And if I go into my wheelbarrow, then you can see it's just 0. So now I just have to get that somehow from my wheelbarrow. I'm not sure how much it has to be. Let's see, if I were to walk 1 block, okay, it's much slower now. Okay, so it has to be like a velocity related value. Okay, and by the way, I wonder how high does it go? Does it ever reset, or how does it work? What stops it from going just up and up and up until we run out of space? Is that something I have to care about? Realistically, probably not. But unrealistically, I think I should take care of that. Okay, but I'm not sure how to deal with it, so let's just ignore it for now. Let me just add a comment here. Actually, not here. Okay, so I need to get the same value somehow from the wheelbarrow. I'm not sure what that value is. Okay, it has to be related to the velocity, I think. So you're just adding the velocity every tick. And let me try that. Okay, so let's first add that log if limb swing is greater than 0. Then we will log that out, and now inside of the entity, so the easiest thing would be to just like add a float here or whatever, and I increase every tick, but I'm not sure. Okay, whatever, let's just do it and make sure it works. So thinking what could be the better solution. So float, angles, velocity, value. Let me think. Why is that protected, by the way? Where do I set it? I guess in this static. Can I set it in static, or should I set it in the constructor? Okay, so I guess in the constructor. Why here? Okay, so I guess I can do that here. Set angles velocity value 0, 0, 0f. Okay. Now on update velocity. Okay, so we need to get the amount with which it's increasing. Set velocity, get velocity, okay. This is get velocity. It was that. To do test on ice, bumped into something, okay. Get velocity, and I need to get the length, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's what I need. And I guess I just add it every tick. Let's try. That's going to be a double. And this set angles velocity value plus equals velocity length, okay. And also let's log that. Velocity. And let's do that only if the velocity length is greater than 0. Okay, and also just for a moment to make sure that it's working correctly, let's make the sprint go much faster. So that the velocity change should be noticeable. Man, I really dislike that solution, but I'm not sure what would be a different way to do it. Oh, and I also have to change the FOV. So there's that. Oh, okay. So that cannot be here because our velocity is always adding. Okay, so I think that's not how I want it to work actually. Yeah, I mean I do set velocity here. Here, where is that called? And then where do I do the... Okay, that's in update velocity. That's before it for some reason. Doesn't make sense. What if I were to change that? I mean, I think that's how the boat does it. Velocity, update velocity. Oh no, never mind, this is not going to have... I mean, update paddles is it actually. Let's see, update paddles. This is the steering. And yeah, where's the update velocity? Before that, for some reason, okay. So, I mean, I guess I have to do it like that. Or, I mean, I don't have to, I can just check what it's going to look like if it's not like that. But, okay, that's fine. Update velocity. Oh man, I really dislike that. Whatever. Skip it like that then. I mean, the only issue is that there are logs here, I think. Shouldn't be anything else that's wrong with it. Okay, but let's see. And this is just going up by the number. Okay, this went to 0 for some reason. We dismount and go back. Then it goes back to 0, that's all. And now if I'm moving, it seems to be going up. Okay, I'm much faster. If I'm turning, it's going slower. If I'm sprinting, yeah, then it's going up much faster, but I don't think it's matching the rate which the, oh man, which the players thingy. Yeah, this seems to be going up much faster. Okay, but let's just try to use that number and see. So it's that the set angles, velocity value. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Or actually, maybe I should have to worry about it because this is going to go up for the whole duration of the whole lifetime of the wheelbarrow. So let's only do that if this gets controlling passenger, instance of player entity. Okay. That should more or less take care of that. Let's see if it logs only when I'm controlling it. The music is too quiet, by the way, let me know. I'm sorry about it. I can't really check it. Okay. Now this is just going up, okay. I'm riding, then it's also going up by a different volume. Oh, actually, the eyes. Okay, I would like to test it on the eyes. Just for funsies. So let's see if I can create a super flat world. But that's how can I change that? Resets. I like that. So this should be Minecraft. Minecraft blue eyes. Let's try that. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, this is going up by a lot. Oh. That's fun. Oh, hey buddy. Should hit a village sooner or later while spinning like that, I think. Oh man, it's so trippy. Oh, I found a village. Oh man, where am I going? So lost. Okay, but that's fine. Oh, that village. Nice. Or any other village. Really like that song from Witcher. Okay, so that's the value I need. Okay, and that cannot be protected. I think that has to be public. Now here I just have to access it in that. So if entity, get vehicle, instance of, okay, so if entity get vehicle instance of wheelbarrow entity, wheelbarrow, we get the controlling passenger. If wheelbarrow get controlling passenger, the difference from the entity, and we return. Otherwise, we do, let's see, the, not bad, but the double wheelbarrow limb swing equals, okay, I should have a getter for that, I guess. Okay, so I can make that private. Okay, look at me javaing, whatever. I think that's how you are supposed to do it. Get, whatever. Get, where do I have any getter that I could? Okay, like here. Get is walk, so let's add a public double get. What was it called? Limb swing velocity? Not sure. Return this limb swing velocity. Set angle is velocity value, okay. Okay, and that's the way we are supposed to do it in Java, I think. Get limb swing velocity. Set angles. Let me rename that because I'm confusing it. Okay, get limb swing volume. If wheelbarrow limb swing is different, rather greater than 0, let's do that. System out print line. Okay, let's see if we are getting somewhere with that. Okay, some more deranged comments. For anybody that ever bothers to read that code. Other comments giving insight into my thing. Wheelbarrow limb swing. Okay. And I don't think that should be getting logged here. Okay, let me remove the other log. Okay, so that's 0 all the time. I don't think it should be. Yes, it was 0. Okay, there's nothing here. And if I get here, 0. Okay, why is that 0? Hmm. I also have to rename that variable, get limb swing value. Okay, so here I set it to 0. Adding thing Okay, so that's less than ideal. That should have worked. I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, so that's happening rarely, but it is happening. This is not getting it for some reason. Okay, because the add is happening, like probably, yeah, add should be happening once every tick, and the setting is probably happening once every frame or something like that. But why are these not synced? Hmm. By the way, ideally, I think I would like to reset that value when the passenger is mounting it. Okay, so why is it not synced? Okay, the only thing I can think of is that this is on server. Rather, I'm adding that value on server, and this is client, and the entities are not synced. So, like, despite server entity having the limb swing set, the client doesn't care. Let's just add a log here. Reset on passenger ride, something like that. Not sure when actually. I think that should have to be set to 0. Yeah, but this is not going to work either, by the way, because the velocity keeps increasing. Like my velocity keeps going up despite me not actually. Despite me not actually moving. So let's just try to make that work first. Okay, so I have getting limb swing, so it should return a value, but for some reason it's not doing that. Oh, because I'm a dumbass, I'm doing the wrong thing, my bad. Okay, so now that should be all set and done, sorry. Get limb swing value. Okay, now that's do because we'll be getting to that shortly, but have to make it so that the maybe steer should actually happen only when there's a player inside. Okay, no, but that's not going to work either because we'll just keep going up and whatever. Let's get into that in a moment. Yeah, so this just keeps going up. Okay, I can't go forward for some reason. Okay, my bad, because I don't want to talk about it. I had my hand in the wrong place on the keyboard. Okay, so now I just have to modify that. Shouldn't be too hard. I just have to, capture that or whatever and update it to my value. See, modify expression value, modify something local. Local double. Can I just add that in front of a parameter? Let's see on mixing examples. Modifying an argument or parameter is what I want. Index to. Okay, but I need the other parameters. Okay. Actually, synthetic subclass of args is generated at runtime, but we omit the details to make it easier to understand the concept. Modifying a parameter. Man, I hate the argument parameter, whatever. What's that called? And like, whatever. Mostly because I get them confused, but still. Wish I didn't have to care about that. Modifying a parameter, modifying an argument. Oh, that's an argument of a function. Yeah, okay, I want a parameter. I need the other stuff too. Numeric mixing, modify parameters. Okay, no help here. Sorry about my microphone. Check it out, okay? Flashbang. Modifying a local variable on assignment. So actually, if I were to have the modify variable here with that thing, okay, like that. Private float, modify limb swing, and that has to be a result. Essentially, I'm unsure how the mixing specified that D1 and only D1 should change. Okay, ordinal, so I don't have an issue with that. I need a float limb swing. And here I just want to system modify variable limb swing. Let's return that with no changes, and let's make sure that these logs, those logs are the same. Because I'm pretty sure that when I was messing around and I've had a local there, that's a float, it captured one of those parameters instead of the variable that was there. It may be delusional, but I think that's what happened. Then just test it. Let's test it just in case. Again, I need an ordinal, not head, but at store Let's have that be an ordinal equals 1. Something like that. See? Okay, that's not how you modify a variable. Why not? Method at I think I wanted 0 actually. I mean, that says how you do it. Let's try to make it work one more time. Or a couple more times if I have any ideas. Caused by a thing. And there's probably an easy, like an obvious thing why it's not working, but I'm not seeing it right now. So what if I were to add where do I add a local capture thingy? Oh man, this has to be at tail, huh? Let me try to do that at head anyway. Add local float ref, sure. Limb swing ref. Let's see. No, that's not going to work because I haven't fixed that. See if I can do that at head. I know that I can do that a bit later. Okay, I don't seem to be able to do that at head. Failed to validate. Injection. Wheelbarrow at instruction, target injection node or something. Caused by critical failure. Man, how are those errors so useless? Oh, I think I need an ordinal actually first. Yeah, okay, my bad then. I think the first things there are the booleans, or actually that. Let me add an ordinal. Let's try one. Okay, that worked. Okay, yeah, that's the same. Actually, that's not the same. Okay, so yeah, never mind. That's the other value. That's not how you modify parameters. I mean, makes sense. Like if there's a separate function for that, that's probably because you're supposed to use it. Okay, but how do I modify that then and keep the and get access to the entity parameter? So this happens here. Need other parameters. Modify variable. Okay, I am being a dumbass. Hopefully it will pass soon. Modify variable. Okay, so this is an assignment, so this is store, this is at head. How can I access more stuff here? So I need that to be head. Need that to be 1. See if that works first. Modify 0, modify. Man, but that's still not it. That should be the 180 thing that I have here. Well, actually, I think that's because it has to be the first float, my bad. Hopefully, my bad. That fixes it. Or, you know, like it applies to based on type too. It skips to the second float. Wait, but that would mean that I can have a local here float that has ordinal 0. Let me try that in a moment. Or was I not able to get the local ref working at all? I think I was able to get it. Okay, now that's exactly the value I need. Let's try with a local one more time. Local, local float ref, limb swing float. I'm pretty sure this should be the same value. Maybe not. I'm just confused about all of that. But if that doesn't work, then the modify variable should. Yep, okay, so that's the first one. Let's see. On one hand, I would like it to be this, but on the other, I need access to the other parameters. How do I get them? Modify, okay. Minecraft Fabric, how can I get access to method parameters after using a decorator inside of a mixin? Modify a float test one, but I need access to the variables, to the method I'm modifying, never arguments. Okay, so after that are arguments, allegedly. So let's try to test that. So if I were to add a T entity, let's see. Okay, it didn't crash. I guess this is how you do it. Okay. Let's do all of that. And here we so let's have that be a one thing. If the wheelbarrow get crushing passenger is the entity, and we go here and we return otherwise we return the limb swing. Okay. Wonder if this is going to tell us we've modified it. It's commented anyway. Okay, but let's see. Now I should see those legs swinging. Probably is a bit too slow. And they should be swinging. They aren't. Adding thing, where is that? Here. That should be working. It is. So are the legs moving at all? No, they aren't. It's unfortunate. Hmm. Okay, I'm not sure why. How can I test that? Are mixins cascading? Like if I add a mixin now here, modify variable, okay, I need that command here. And let's add command that. Okay, now I want to do that at tail. I would like to log out the refs value. Because it should be the value I'm setting it to. It is. Why are the limbs not swinging? I don't know. Okay, I am lost now. That seemed like it should have worked. But it didn't. Hmm. Why did that not work? I'm trying to think. No idea. Have that ref here, which is our wheelbarrow's value. I mean, this is going up much slower. Shouldn't that be an issue? Maybe it is, okay. Let me just multiply it by 2. I don't see how that could be an issue, could be the issue. Whatever, not like I have better ideas. Maybe also other values had to be adjusted, maybe they are 0 too. could be the case. One of them is canceling whatever I do. Okay, so now there are no logs, okay, because I've commented it. But it's not working either, so okay. Now, it would hazard a guess that something is canceling whatever I'm doing. G. I mean, if G is 0, let's get another local ref here. Local. And that's, what is it? That's limb swing amount. Let's check that out. I wonder if I need those refs here, by the way. Maybe that updates can just use these, and since this is at tail, they will get linked correctly. Check after. Let's see, I'm assuming the limb swing is 0 now. That's an issue because I'm not sure what I have to set it to. Yeah, because this is just... So limb swing is just keeps going. And now it's just 0, okay. So I mean, I would like it to be 0 for hands. That's unfortunate. Okay, so this is just a very small number actually. Okay, so the bigger the number is, the more this swing. So it looks like the number has to be somehow related to velocity actually. How is that done then? And it seems to be interpolated. Okay. I need to update that, and then I will have to handle hands, but that's for later. So let's first check if that is also updated. So maybe I can just skip those refs then, and where do I get the limb swing amount from? Pause the models, set angles method. From the rendering process. If I go to the renderer, I probably call super model render and super render, okay. Is there a, by the way, import wheelbarrow or other vehicle entity renderer? No, there isn't. I guess this has to be done manually. And there's just a class for logic. Okay. So then I would assume that one of these... Okay, that seems to be taking in a lot of the stuff I'm using. super render. Okay, this just has never mind. Render label if present. Model. Okay, that has nothing to. Why is model and render are separate? When does I mean here is that. Okay, but that's not for. That's not what it's for. Like, what calls the setAngles method? Is there something to do here with animation? Animation, no. What happened to method setAngles? Uses of class model part. Can't animate custom armor model parts. What are the steps to animate an entity's movement? I tried the animate movement method in the setAngles method of my snail model, but seems to only work with the leads. Why is this so? Okay, no help. Set angles. This animate movement. Okay, so this is a limb swing amount. Where am I? Wheelbarrow entity renderer. Wheelbarrow entity model. Model render. Okay. Should render. This is just for parts. Where does the model meet parts? Like, where am I supposed to get that value from? Limb swing is more or less obvious. Okay, from velocity. Okay, got that. So probably a percentage of maximum velocity. I think that's going to work. The maximum velocity varies based on slipperiness. Okay, but I don't think actually. Okay, no, never mind. That doesn't matter. Okay, I fucked up. That's can't be the limb swing graph. Okay, let's restart that again. Sure, what would be? Okay, so yeah, this is linked correctly. We don't need those refs. We do need to modify here. How can I take care of the velocity now? Or the limb swing amount? Just to be related to the velocity. Velocity, does it overflow? I don't know. Terminal velocity. What would be the maximum velocity? And this can go. Technically, I do have it. Okay, so set velocity and add. Can probably make these separate. Just modify injects. Separate modify injects. No, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know what's the better way to do it. If I don't, then I'm going to have to make those checks. So, okay, I guess I'm staying with that inject. Then, okay, that has to be at head then. Let me modify that here. And not return, but rather a limb swing ref value, rather set by the wheelbarrow that float set not applicable for arguments double. Okay, and here I have to also set the limb swing amount. I'm just set it to an arbitrary amount. I have, and let's see if that works. Okay. And they are moving slowly. So that's definitely too small. What happens if I increase the amount? Okay, I think I know what happens if I increase the amount. I mean, it looks funny. Oh, no, I think I need FOV 90. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of that. That should be the only thing we need. If swing greater than or equal to 0. Or limb swing amount of that is greater than. Wheelbarrow, get velocity, let's see what that is. Yeah, we are getting somewhere, and this looks like a hack. I think that's what all Minecraft modding is, so it is what it is. Hope adding the wheel animation is going to be easier. Will be easier. Wonder why this is like here. It's only happening when I'm in third person. Here it's happening always. Let's see, velocity is 0. Okay, so velocity is changing. If I were to get velocity and probably length again, is there anything better I can use? Linear interpolate. Negate, offset, notify, rotate. I didn't know that's here. Multiply, subtract, and random is in range, okay. Normalize. Distance 2 dot product. What's that? I don't know math. Dot product of this vector and the given vector, okay. Squares distance 2. Horizontal length is within range of length squared. Might be what I want. These are just length but as that can be used for fast comparisons between lengths. Horizontal length of this vector length. The two vector with the x and z components of this vector, or the Euclidean distance between. I think I need horizontal length. Let's see how big that is. Oh, but that's not going to work because there's the slipper in the thingy, and the velocity is going to be huge when I'm on ice. Maybe actually that's fine. You just swing your legs really fast. Feature, and that's going to be the model. Whatever, let's make that in the entity. Layer walking. Okay. Let's see, the velocity is really small. Now it's larger. Okay, so first thing, before we move on, let me remove, or rather fix, the velocity going up. Velocity, rather the beam swing. I need, I think, from the entity, on passenger dismount or something like that. Let's see if there's anything like that. Man, why do I have so many tabs open? See, linky, passenger, and a method, I think. Chase boat goal. I think that's for like a what's that called? A dolphin. Entity riding to passenger fix, passenger's key. I need on stop riding, or maybe start riding. Start riding this. Start riding. Could accept passenger. This can start riding, this can add passenger, has vehicle, stop riding, set pause, add passenger. Okay, so probably I need to override the add passenger. This should not be called normally, call instead know that the entity to pass and the entity to call are swapped in this case. Okay, so I mean this is saying it shouldn't be called directly. Do I override that or start riding? Dismount vehicle. Start riding. Okay, but start riding seems to have two signatures. Rideability check. And passenger. Passenger get vehicle. Okay, so I get that. So let's try. Okay, but that's the second thing. First thing is to entity, vehicle entity. Okay, so first thing is to make the limb swing value only update when. Okay, so I can't do it here. I have to do it here. I have to do it here. If I try to do it in the steer, this won't work when you stop steering. Maybe I could do it in tick. Man, I'm keep blanking on what the method's called. Oh well. Or rather, what did I call that variable? Call this the limb swing amount value. Okay, so maybe I can do that in tick. And then we call that here. Should that be horizontal, by the way? Whatever, let's make that not horizontal for now. I'm fine with you going faster when you are climbing stairs or whatever. So with that being here, no, I don't think that's going to help. Here I'll already do set velocity times times the decay. It's still going up. Whatever, let's go back. Put that back in update velocity. Maybe that could be done on the client side, by the way. Do I care about... Do I need the limb swing here? Meanwhile, I don't. I do need limb swing here because otherwise this will be added every frame, I think, on client, or however many times the client calls the set angles method. So let's keep that here, but maybe my steer method is incorrect. I mean, it's not actually, I don't think. Let's see. Let's remove those logs for now. Here, let's add the steer. Okay, so let's see what it is inside of the steer. So I'd expect it to be 0. And if it is, then I wonder where's the velocity coming from. Y multiplier, decay, Y mode, set velocity. Zero. So and this is only happening when I'm moving. Where's the velocity coming from when I'm not moving? Where's the velocity always going up? That velocity. Update, and here if I do should be 0. It's not for some reason. Nearby slipperiness, sorry. Velocity decay. By the way, I wonder how much of that code should be like here I have it as a float and then I cast it to a double under because that's how it was in the decompiler. Yeah, but I wonder what it should be. Rather what it's originally. Like is it a float? Is it a double? 0. 0. Okay. So here set. Okay, so I'm guessing this line, I mean There's another line that could set it, but yeah, I think this is setting it. I really think that all of that should be figured out on client. Well, maybe it can't be. What is calling the set angles method like? Yeah, so okay, so I think it has to be horizontal. It's if it's on land, in air. I mean, it makes sense that the y would always be something. Also, could I change it? Could I change? I mean, that's not how the boat does it. So therefore, if that were to be horizontal length, that would solve the issues. I mean, whatever, it can be horizontal length. I don't mind it. Do test on ice, I guess. I have tested that. And the passenger. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that in a moment. Is that fine? This okay. Get limb swing value. So now I should stop moving. There, my model should stop swinging when I'm not moving. Yeah, okay. The amount has to be. Okay, so I'm guessing I could divide. Okay, well, that's going to be inefficient. Could divide. I could divide my from modulo, something like that, my amount, how much I've swung, I think it's swung so far, and then get a percentage from that. How do you actually do it? Let me look at some other modes. Like, I can't be just reinventing the wheel. Sled, aircraft, create. Create mode, Tony Official, thank you for the follow. Create mode, GitHub. Cupcake, you speak? I am speaking. Oh man, you do now learn me dev. Oh man, you scared me, like, I thought I was muted that whole time. Learn me dev, man, I am here learning myself. Or at least Java dev. I need to make Minecraft mod, man. So, I mean, I've been doing not too bad. Not like I could help, I guess. Maybe I will try to help at least. What mod are you trying to make? I'm working on that cute little wheelbarrow here. And yeah, trying to make the player walk when you ride it. And look, you can yoink a turtle or whatever you like. Anything cool. I mean, you need. So I would suggest starting with an idea on what you want to do first. Vanilla Craft ALR. Not sure what ALR stands for. Furniture mode. So, I mean, the furniture mode should be rather straightforward. You could. The easiest thing would be like, do you have any modding experience? Or any, maybe not modding, but any programming experience? Or are you just jumping into it? Raw. Unprotected. 0 point, very many zeros, one programmer, only hello world. Okay, so it should suggest first to visit the Fabric wiki. Sorry for flashbanging you, but I want to show you what it's going to look like. Here I just inverted the colors. And reading that first. And after that, actually not, before that, I mean, either that or there is this YouTuber, Cowpen Joe. Oh man, I'm on my main account. What about Java? Is that how I learn it? And he has a lot of playlists on how to do Minecraft modding. So here he has the new Java introduction for Minecraft modding, 31 videos. This is going to learn you the basics of Java. And after that, there's the Fabric modding tutorials for different versions, Forge modding tutorials too for different versions. For Java, Cowpen Joe. Yeah, I can link you that guy. Here you go. And yeah, I would suggest starting with the new Java introduction for Minecraft modding, because this should learn you the basics of Java. And after that, you can just choose your version and I'll follow a tutorial for that, because he explains things very well. And if you have any issues, then you can pop in and ask whenever I'm streaming, I guess. And also, you can use the Minecraft modding Discord, but I would suggest visiting that after. What about the Java wiki? What's a Java wiki? I don't think Java has a wiki. We're talking about that. Java fandom wiki. I mean, the one you showed first, the Fabric wiki, this one. So this is the for Fabric, the modding launcher. No, mod loader, sorry. I'm not sure if you know, but there are different mod loaders. I'm modding for Fabric, so this is the one I'm using. There's also probably a Forge wiki, Minecraft. So should I learn Fabric on Forge? I would suggest learning whichever one you use, man. Because if you play any mods, if you have played any like mod packs, then they will be made for a specific version, and just make it for whichever one you wanna play on. Make the mod work on that, and after that you can just port it. I mean, then you can just figure out more stuff. But yeah, I would suggest any of those four. Just check out which one. What's easier? They both same. And also, I mean, they are similar, but I think there are differences. They do the same thing. They load mods, but each one has I mean, they have different mods made for them. Like not all mods are on Fabric, not all mods that are on Fabric and on Forge, on NeoForge Guild, like all those things. But yeah, first I would suggest like playing modern Minecraft first and foremost. Find a mod pack you like, and then check out what version it's on and make a mod for that. Oh, thanks, thanks, mate. But what software for modding? Again, I would point you to the Cowpen Joe, so when I close that, the Cowpen Joe's playlist, because here he also talks about what programming, what software you are going to need, walks you through all the steps on how to set up Java and how to set up an editor. He has some really great videos about that, and he's going to do a much better job on explaining than me. Thanks, man. Now let's keep my brain aside and show me your mod. I will gladly do that. It's nothing impressive so far. I've been working on it for like last 3 weeks because I want to learn. That's my first mod. I want to learn modding. Basically a mod that just adds a wheelbarrow. That's it. A copper wheelbarrow with oxidation variants, and it can carry. Can it carry dogs? It can carry any entity that's smaller than an iron golem, a ravager, and a horse. So like anything up to the size of a horse and a iron golem, and I think spiders are quite large, but yeah, it can carry a horse, and it can also carry an iron golem. So yeah, dogs fit too. I'm getting that mod. Well, it's going to take me like probably, I wanted to finish it this week, but it turns out I hit some bumps on the way, so it should be ready in like a week or two, hopefully. Yeah, right now I'm working on making the player move. I just got that working, and yeah, now you are just moonwalking slowly. So I'm trying to adjust that. Okay, so let's get back to it. I wanted to see the set angles of any other model entities. Use blockbench. Yeah, actually that's what I used for making my entity. Yep. I saw people use blockbench to make animations for player in their mods. I used blockbench, and by the way, Cowpen Joe also has some videos on that, so you should be all set if you watch uh, some of his videos. Yeah, and that's what I used. Set angles, let's see. Okay, why does that not have the set angles method? Items, configs. That should be client. It should be inside of here, I think. Model. Select model, okay. Create bamboo mesh. Setup animation, okay, because that's a library. That's why. Oh no, it's not a library, so why does it not have the set angles method? Renderer. Okay, so this is just some translating, that's fine. But where is anything yaw and pitch related? Okay, that's a lot of logic. Okay, that's from the leash. Slim model, auto replace child. Render to buffer, okay. Pose stack. Okay, so that's not it. See, this is immersive aircraft, so set angles. Nope. And to server, let's see. Render. Where are the models? Entity. Any model file. Model loader, model renderer. Cube mesh. Texture animator. Okay, so let's check out the model part loader. No. Okay, where are these? In the resources. Okay, apply some JSON map. Cube face. But I need a whole model, BB model. Animations, get texture. Model get. Model animator. And JSON as array, keyframes, okay. Get as JSON array, sorry. Sample. Sample in the renderer. Yeah, but I need the yaw. Let me just check the recap again. And try to find the set angles reference once more. It shouldn't be somewhere. Remember references. Okay, no. Just look for search angles. Search. Entity model, set angles. So there's both entity renderer, for example. What's happening here? Okay, so this is just for logging, and this is also just for logging. Okay, so I mean we're getting somewhere, but composite entity model. Okay, so here is set angles is being called G0. And that would also mean there's a living entity renderer. Okay, Minecraft entity renderer. So where to look at the wheelbarrow entity? I don't need that. Renderer angles. Okay, so we have models at angles, and here all of that is happening. Okay. Okay. Oh man, so I can inject just into that. Should make life much easier. Get speed, get pose. O. Okay, so O is the limb swing, and N is the limb swing amount. Okay, so why did I not see that earlier? Okay, there might be an issue with it being like too fast or too slow. Regardless, I just want to try it. N and O, limb animator gets position, gets spin. Okay, not sure what the limb animator is. Only, oops, limb animator. Okay, makes sense. I'm probably going to need that for my wheelbarrow. Okay, so if we don't have a vehicle and the entity is alive, living entity, where is that? Okay, so just inject into that. Oh man! She found it so much earlier. Okay, but thank God, because we would have been stuck here for a long time, and I really dislike how I did that here. Okay, so that has to stay. What was that for? Okay, so that's for making the player not sit. There. Okay, so I need a living and living mix in Java and just import all of that. Modify expression. Okay, so that's what I will be doing. Shouldn't need anything else. Add fields, target, OP code, riding Z. Okay, so let's see, what does this have to look like? Entity renderer. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff. Actually, comparable to the undefined. Okay. I need a constructor. Entity renderer mixin. So just that. This mono. Okay, maybe I can just call that. Can I call it with all of that? Mono shadow radius. Okay, no, I can't. Okay, so that shouldn't mess anything up. see what else do I need. Do I not need to implement anything? I need get model, but it's not being mad at me. So maybe it's fine if I skip it. Okay, so how do I... Oh nice, I already found it, so let's see. I just get that method. Other get target from linky. Living entity renderer. I need the modify. Modify limb animation check. So I need render. Living entity render. Living entity renderer. Man, the search here is sometimes really annoying. Okay, but we got there. Okay, that's a huge method. Now we just have to find the target. And the target has to be... Okay, I need to also fix the signature. The float G, not sure what these are. Render limb animation check, let me rename those. Wheelbarrow on input call, okay. Modify the set angles. Riding check. Okay, that's glorious music. Not sure what glorious, but I don't know the word I'm trying to use. Let me check the word. Getting lost in my windows. Okay, shouldn't need that. Why does this not have dark mode, by the way? Sublime. I don't know about that. Uplifting? Not that either. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I have the target render. So that's the first argument, and then I float. Actually, that's the entity matrix stack. Okay, these are the parameters, arguments, whatever. Returns void, makes sense. You need to return the boolean, that's fine. Living entity. So with vehicle instance of wheelbarrow entity, that's fine. Otherwise, we will return the original. Oh, so I missed the value. Okay, so value is first. Okay, living entity. Living entity is different from... Okay, so I need it to be equal. Let's see. If controlling passenger equals living entity, then we modify that. Let's just actually first return the... Let's add a log here before we move on. Continue. Modifying thingy. Okay, do I need to rename these? What's F? Yo, tick delta. Delta and what's I? Light. Are these called there, but not there? They're named, sorry, not called. Okay, so let's see if my... Okay, and I need to do... Find the place. This has vehicle. Okay, no, that's not it. Is in pose here, I think. Actually, which one is it? If living entity has vehicle and entity, which is and entity equals, and we get that vehicle, and that vehicle is an instance of living entity. Then we do some body magic. But these are H, J, and K. Where are these used? H, J, and K. H, J, and K. Okay, K is used here. Angles, which is... Oh man, what's these angles? One of these. Okay, something head related, I think. Let's just focus on those. Yeah, they are 0, okay, and they are modified only if the entity is alive. And if it doesn't have a vehicle. Okay, so I need the has vehicle, and let's see which occurrence is that. Oh, here is it, by the way, riding. Okay, so 1, 2, rather third occurrence. Sorry, I butchered that. Render, and can I edit with assembler? I can. Now we need gas vehicle. That's 2, and we need the third one at invoke, okay? Living entity, N, G, okay, I think that is it. There's the minus, yeah, these. So, not field, but add invoke. I think that's correct. See, I think the mixing examples, modify expression value, invoke target, okay. I need lnet, I think, in front, or just L, sorry. L. I wonder why that has to be an L here. Okay, that's odd. Why does it not want an L here? Not invoke. Okay, let's try. Shouldn't compile, I guess, because I'm pretty sure it needs an L here. Never mind, it doesn't. Okay, sure. I should just have the logs. Then we can modify it. That's that's no logs. Oh no, because I haven't registered that mixin. My bad. Living entity or under. Okay, but even if we are unable to make that work, at least we now have the more or less what the values are supposed to be there. Has that worked? It did. That's nice. I shouldn't need recap anymore. Now I should see a lot of logs. Yep, modifying thingy false. Modifying thingy false. That shouldn't be true here, I think. Why is that false? I think that's because it's logging for multiple entities. I need to adjust that. Let's see. If vehicle instance of living entity. Let's see. If living entity instance player entity. Vehicle. Okay, so should log only when we are. Let's make that log here. You can see that for the player always. Where have I messed something up? Oh, here. Okay. So now we should see log of modifying thingy, the original, and then we should modify it only when it's also the vehicle is the wheelbarrow. So far so good. And if the vehicle as a wheelbarrow is a wheelbarrow, then probably it should be just original and this controlling player. That's easy enough. Rather original or controlling. Never mind. I won't be able to do it like that because it has to be alive too. I guess I can just return living entity is alive. And oh man, I'm kinda lost. Okay, whatever. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's first make sure the logs are there. False. That should be true though, I think. Okay, so that's concerning. True. Okay. If we don't have a vehicle and we are alive, am I in the wrong spot? Did I not add ordinal? Okay, I didn't add ordinal on my bad. Ordinal, and that has to be 2. Okay, now we should be in the right place. Okay, and this is looking very promising. So let me just jinx it by saying that it's looking very promising. Now we finally should be able to see those logs. It should be true. No, they're false. No, they're true. Okay, so this isn't looking promising anymore. Okay, I am at ordinal 2. Let's see what other has vehicle. And I am using modify expression. Okay, has vehicle. That's false. Then we have has vehicle, and vehicle is a living entity. So that's also false, I think. Am I modifying just has vehicle? Am I not modifying the whole expression? When targeting code as such, handler would then be called with the result of should fly. Okay, so is it just wrapping the vehicle before or after the negation? Is it ignoring the is alive part? I think this is where we are. Like ordinal 2 is the place we are supposed to be at. Modify expression value. How do I modify these two or more as a whole? Last week. Modify expression value that gets sea level call. And if you want to force the comparison to false, then return integer max value. Okay, so this is my boolean and okay, so wait, let me understand which part is being changed. Get sea level call, so that you want to force the comparison to be false. Mix in extras, modify comparison mark, local capture. You can see from the class dump that this is working correctly, okay. Since it's possible to get the enclosing methods parameters, I was wondering, can be covered by sugar. Let's see, we have original and then local. That's not it. In regular Java conditional, okay. However, no need for callback info like object. Before, after, now stable. Okay, so that's for wrap operation. If targeting a non-static method call with modify expression value, it would be great if it was possible to get a reference to the object the method being called belongs to, similar to redirect. Okay, that's not it either. Okay, so what am I modifying here? As vehicle. Okay, let me check. Modifying thingy, original. Plus has vehicle, which is going to be just vehicle. Plus, let's see, is living. So living entity. Okay, so expected original would be the vehicle. Can I do vehicle like that, or is that not? Okay, that's not how you do Java. So living entity as vehicle, that's negated, and living entity is alive. Okay, that needs to be wrapped. And that needs to be living entity has vehicle. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Am I wrapping only that thing? Because I thought I'm going to wrap everything inside of the parentheses. That doesn't seem to be the case. For some reason. The handler method would then be called with the result of should fly. I'm pretty sure I saw something about negating in mixing extras. I guess I can't find it now. Let's see that. We have modifying thingy. Original is false. Okay, so we don't have a vehicle. Has vehicle false. Okay, is living true. And expected is true. Okay, so I guess we are wrapping only the has vehicle. Which is fine. That shouldn't be too hard to adjust. See, now if I get here, yep, okay. That should be easy enough to modify. Let's command that, and that has to be... Okay, so that has to be negated, actually. Because after it comes out of the modify expression value, it's negated. So that has to be... See, so true, maybe just false. Okay, because let's see. Here we already check if we are the vehicle entity, and then if the controlling passenger is the living entity we are rendering. And wheelbarrow get controlling passenger equals living entity. Answer the command. We want... So start the game. We want to animate player walking when they are the controlling passenger of the wheelbarrow. Output is negated as false. Okay. And fingers crossed, that should be hopefully it. Should hopefully be it. Okay, here it's still working. Okay, this seems to be working. Let me actually check here. The thingy. And here in the biped model entity mixin, let's get that log back so that we can see the values. Where am I? So I should see returning the thingy, and okay, so that should log when I'm moving, correct? Now I would like to see, okay, I'm not seeing returning the thingy. Let's see, if living entity is an instance of player entity, and living entity instance of wheelbarrow is a wheelbarrow, and the wheelbarrow controlling passenger is the living entity. We return false. I guess I need to print this player entity. Wheelbarrow. And the controlling passenger. So I need entity vehicle is that. And vehicle get controlling passenger. Can I call that? Or will it get mad at me? Okay, where have I goofed up? Syntax error on token. Sandy point for types string and player entity. Syntax error on token expected after this token. Okay, so I need to wrap all of these, I guess. Okay, so maybe it's not supposed to be negated. Let's first check the conditions. Okay, I guess I can't call get controlling passenger if it's not a vehicle. If vehicle, then we do that. If living entity has vehicle. Vehicle, okay. See, so this is the same instance of player entity. Get vehicle is an instance of the wheelbarrow. And wheelbarrow get controlling passenger equals living entity. Okay. It's starting to look like we aren't getting to the config today. That should hopefully be sorted out soonish. Once I figure out this condition. Might turn out that the values are off. Living entity get the vehicle. Okay, because this is happening only when I have the vehicle. Okay, I guess I would like to remove those logs for now. Just to make sure the condition is alright. Oh, so much restarting. I really like the Witcher music. There's been no songs so far that I would have skipped. And on those, I mean, I say that as the strings here kinda grating. Okay, player entity true, controlling turning the thingy. Okay, so the arms are moving. This is moving too, but really slowly. Okay, so what's the easier fix here then? Do I modify the set angles or do I modify the renderer? I think renderer should be modified. Actually, never mind, I do have to modify this set angles method. I want hands to stay, to not move, so I guess that whole escapade with the living entity renderer mixing is a flop, unfortunately. Okay, well, let's see, what's the limb animator? Get speed. New limb animator, get speed, this speed, previous speed, and position. Okay, so let's see, speed is... Okay, so speed is just the difference times the multiplier, and position is the velocity actually. Okay, so the position is speed. So I mean, I have the calculations. Shouldn't be too hard to handle. Has vehicle. Let's get back to that. Okay. Am I in the correct place? I'm not. Okay, so let's command that. Since that's unfortunately not going to be helpful. And get back to this. Okay, so how do I calculate these? Okay, so get position, which position is the tick delta. I don't think I have the tick delta though. Maybe I should do it in the renderer actually, and then use the wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow speed doesn't. Rather, accessing the wheelbarrow speed doesn't make sense. Oh man, I will have to do something with tick delta. Sounds complicated. Easily moving. Okay, so n is limited to 1, makes sense. This is the limb swing amount. And limb swing amount is the get speed, which is the linear interpolation between the ticks. Okay, so why is the speed slow? Limb animator. Where do we set speed? Okay, so we don't set speed anywhere. Oh man, do I have to find a place where the set speed is called on the limb animator? Okay, so I'm trying to think if I want to do that here or inside of the... Okay, because if I were to do that inside of the renderer, then first of all, it's much more complicated. And second of all, okay, so I don't think I can do it inside of the renderer. I need to disable the hands moving. Can only be done here. And it should be an easy fix. Just disable that. Not that. Where is it? Set angles. This line here, just skip it if this is the wheelbarrow entity. That should be easy enough. Okay, so if I were to do that here, I need to get from my wheelbarrow the values. I need to get the values from my wheelbarrow. So let's see, reset speed, tick delta, previous speed. So makes sense that you would want to do that. Get speed and get position with the tick delta. Okay, so tick delta is passed here actually. Oh, never mind, it's in animate model, not in set angles. Where do I want to do this? And what should those values be? Yeah, I mean, I actually get. Okay, so I know all those values have to be. Whether I know what get speed has to be. I'm not sure about the get position. And I'm not sure how it handles lag because there's that tick delta here. Concerns me. I am setting the velocity on server. I would be getting the velocity from. Even there's only previous speed, which is velocity. Okay, so the speed is velocity times multiplier. We interpolate between those two. And position is also the multiplier. No, position is. So position is speed. And then we subtract the speed multiplied by the. Okay, I'm not sure what position is. Because it's the same thing. Then it's just used. I mean, then we just subtract the. Not sure what. But which one was the. Okay, so O is the limb swing amount, limb swing, the thing that's infinitely going up, which I'm not sure why that is. And speed is the thing that stays, and N is the thing that stays between 0 and 1. Okay, why are these swapped, man? Okay. What do I do with that? Get speed. Oh, linear interpolation is being done here. Okay, so I guess I would like to have linear interpolation here. Maybe I have to inject in two places. Here I inject and then get the values of the wheelbarrow. Okay, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong because here everything seems to be done on the client. Update limbs. Let me see, where is the update limbs code? Let's launch recaf again. Going to be Lima animator. Update limbs. I haven't opened anything, my bad. Okay, no results, huh? Limb animator. And just class search, class reference, limb animator. Add feature renderer. See what's that? Head. Is that just for head or is that head as in main? Feature renderer. There's limb animator. Entity. Okay, but there's no update limbs. Okay, so maybe that's called on server now. Plus references, and I need the limb animator. It is. Okay, so if I were to search for member references, update limbs. Okay, looks promising. Update limbs. Update limbs. Flutterer. Not sure what that is. Update limbs false. Okay, so this is called here. Flutter. And that means. Where is that code? Travel controlled. And in the travel method. Okay, so I do need to. Sorry, probably hear my chair squeaking. Okay, so this is done on server, more or less. Update limbs. Okay, so I'm guessing I need to add a limb animator to my wheelbarrow, and then in travel, see examples of these in custom vehicle behavior or what? Custom vehicle behavior or custom entity movement. Travel. Oh, but this is for living entity. Okay, so that's why it's not on the vehicle. This on ground, this touching water. Do you mean this is useful for custom and vehicle behavior? How can I use that for custom vehicle behavior if this is for living entity? Okay, yeah, we have update velocity, move. Okay, so this seems like just okay. I more or less know where this has to go. Update limbs. Okay. Now in update limbs we do the position delta. What's the magnitude of flutter? If flutter, then get y, previous y. Okay, so this is only for that. I don't care about it. We get the position delta, and we call that, sorry, on the limb animator. Okay. So I'm guessing we have a lead. Let me more or less write all of that down. To do here, disable the arms swinging when swinging. Okay. And here, what do we do here? Add the limb swing and limb swing amount from the wheelbarrow after adding the limb animator theme. So it's going to be formatted away. The living entity, update the limbs. In tick velocity, what's the word I'm looking for? Vicinity. Okay. So while we technically didn't get anything done today, we are run closer rather than further from making the animation work. So that's promising, really promising. And now I won't have to store the velocity length, I don't think. Okay, I think I want to commit that now. So let's see, this is the set velocity. Okay, so I renamed the variable here. Feature velocity length only. Actually, wait. I don't think I'm doing that the right way. Okay, my buffers got confused. Oh man, I'm so lost. Let's see, let's close all of these. Open the wheelbarrow entity. Here in the instead of here, let's see, I have set velocity and velocity length. Okay, so this is fine, but I just need to do, okay, horizontal length. Okay, never mind, so that is fine. Bumped into something. Okay, yeah, so this is fine. This is exactly what I want to do. Length only horizontal. And this is going to be feature, entity, init, renderer, mixin for, what is it? For the movement animation. Okay, so we didn't get any features done today, but we progressed, I would say, a decent amount of progress. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's stream. So thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully tomorrow we should finally finish the walking animation. And that's going to be it for today. Bye!